Yo, yo. Dooley from Sacktown, what's happening? Yeah, that's where we like to be right here. What's cracking? Welcome in, Dooley. We appreciate your support, brother. Oh man, feeling fresh. And y'all hear that? Oh, had to pull me up a little H2O right quick. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? On a Tuesday. The original plan was not to stream on Tuesdays, but we like Tuesdays for some reason. Gabriel, what's happening? Oh, ATX, Austin in the house. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to you, Gabriel. Salute, salute, salute. Bomb Squad. I saw the light. What's good, my Canadian brother? What's good? Man, how y'all feeling? Y'all good? Let me know. Crazy weather out here in Southeast Texas. It's crazy weather. Whew, man. But we still here. We strong. We feeling good. Ready to get it popping. Yeah, hit that like button. We'll appreciate it. We'll appreciate it. Man, oh man. It's been an interesting week already, and it's only Tuesday. Y'all see the title. Today we are talking about, we're going to still talk about the 20,000 job cuts. We're going to still kind of linger around that. But today we're going to bring in the customer aspect and how the customer is feeling. I spoke with my customers. Most people don't really ask, but you have your few customers that ask and like, hey, I seen this on the news. So, today we're going to talk about their sentiment, how they feeling. And for the most part, we'll see how everything is going. But happy to be here. I'm ecstatic to be here. We originally had the live scheduled for 8:45, but we had to do a little pushback. Our great automated facility that we work in had some complications this morning due to weather, and so we left late. We left a lot later, but we got it all taken care of, and so we're running a little bit behind, which we did run a little bit behind, but we left late, but we still got it done. And I helped at the end, so that was cool. I've been asked to assist every day for the past few days. I don't mind helping. You know what? Wait, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. Let me welcome everybody. Welcome, Bomb Squad. We appreciate all y'all for being here. I saw the light, Dooley, Gabriel, the usual suspects. We appreciate it. Oh, Dooley, you back on? You off the layoff list? That's good to hear. Now it's time to run it up. Hey, shouts out to you. I told y'all, hey, just hang tough. It doesn't matter. Hang tough. It's all good. Everything will work out. Either good or bad. It'll work out either way. But even if it's bad, it's still some good in it. So glad you're back. Seems like you're excited. So guess what? We're excited for you. And it's time to run it up. Whatever that looks like, it's time to run it up. All right. Shouts out to you. Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, y'all like the white hoodie? Because I haven't worn this one in a little bit. We're going to get to it, but I had to knock a little dust off of it. I don't have my lint roller, but yeah, we had to knock some dust off. But let's get it popping, y'all. Let's go. Bomb Squad, Brick Media, y'all. We up. And we live.
Break that meeting.
Bomb Squad, we are live.
Break that meeting.
What's happening, Bomb Squad? It's an honor to be before you guys on a Tuesday night, and we're gonna talk 20,000 job cuts. I know y'all tired of talking about it, but we're gonna still hit it, but we're gonna bring in the customer aspect of it and discuss a little bit. I appreciate it. So, in life in general, before we get started, guys, we run into bumps in the road, we run into potholes, blind corners, dogs, people with ill intentions, all types of stuff, both positive and negative, right? And so all of those things combined, it shapes who we are, and it shapes our path. But whatever we run into, because we all have good times and bad times, some people might say, oh, I have more bad times than good times. And some people might be on the inverse, right? But whatever we go through in life, doesn't matter. It's going to shape who we are. It's going to shape our path. And we decide our path based on our decisions. And so all I got to say is just, we all go through stuff. And no matter what is happening on the outside of people smiling and good mood every day, just know that they are going through stuff. They just going to handle it maybe a different way. And, some people lash out, some people show their frustrations on the outside. I get it. But whatever it is, just know everybody going through stuff, and just give some grace. Just give some grace, because we all need it. We all kind of deserve it for the most part. But just know that you still kind of shape your path, but we all go through stuff, and we have to take whatever we go through and work in our favor. Put it to work, and know that the next person is probably going through some stuff too, and the next person, because we all gonna go through stuff, good and bad, like I said, but it's up to us to make it work for us. Okay? There's a lot of good people in the world. There's a lot of not so good people in the world, but we have to be the beam. We have to be the light. Every one of us have to be the light, because you never really know when that person will come by and they need that light, and you're able to give it to them. All right. So just a little tidbit before we get started, but I'm happy to be here, guys. Bomb Squad, y'all have been great. Everything has been great, and I work for y'all. And so I do my research. I get it popping. I prepare everything. I do it for y'all. So it's my way to pay you guys back for the support. I make sure I'm prepared. I make sure I'm on time, and I make sure I'm kind, because it is free to be kind. And it's contagious. You're right. I saw the light. I appreciate that. Yeah. All right. How was y'all day? I already asked y'all. So if you said, how was your day? Cool. If you didn't, think about it. Let me know, and we'll go ahead and get started. Oh, man. Yo, it's a great time. It's a great time to be alive. No matter what, it's a great time to be alive. We had some bad storms today, but hopefully our internet connection is not compromised. So we hope that we can get through this. But we appreciate everybody for being here. Thank y'all guys for the likes. We are appreciative. 100%. All right. Okay. This first video, they just talking more about the same stuff. We're going to break it down. Let's see what we got going on. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. Oh, yeah. How's my mic? My mic's good? Let me see. Mic's good? All right. All right, let's go.
20,000 workers will lose their job, and that's on top of several facilities set to close.
NBC4's Christian Caceres is live outside the UPS hub in Riverside on what it means for all of us. Christian.
That's right, guys. Well, UPS released their first quarter earnings report today, saying that this is all due to new or increased tariffs and also the change in the economy. Now, they would not specify or give any more details as to how this.
Okay, so as a side note, he's in California, so Riverside, California, just to let you guys know. Let's keep going.
This would impact operations right here in Southern California. But today we spoke to several customers who believe they think that this will slow down services.
Okay. I know we're not here for safety. We're not here for safety, but man, my man got to use 3 points of contact, man. Yo. Man, you going to tear your knees up, big dog. All right, but that's not why we're here. We're not here to critique his safety. But yeah, man, then you can't see. You got to stack. I get it. You're trying to be quick and efficient, but you got to stack. And then you just going, man, use 3 points of contact. It's not worth it, man. Put that stuff down and use 3 points. All right. Let's keep going, y'all. Sorry.
The future is grim for thousands of UPS employees. As the company announced Tuesday, they are cutting 20,000 people from its workforce and shutting down dozens of facilities across the country.
To me, it's taking food off the table because people have their needs, and actually, all what's going on right now, they need to have a job.
Outside the UPS store in Victorville, word of the company reduction in staff and property raised concerns among customers.
That's really sad to hear. I'm sure that's going to affect all of us, not just the employees, but all of us who depend on UPS. That's going to be really rough.
UPS.
All right, so I got a question, guys. He's a customer. Is he really sad? Like he say it's sad. So is he meaning that he's sad or is a sad situation? Like I'm just trying to see what he's talking about. Because he say it's sad, but I think he wanted to say that it's a sad situation because I don't think he's sad. I don't know, just my thoughts. I don't know. I'm not sure what he means by that, but let's keep going.
Reporting it made consolidated revenue of $21.5 billion compared to $21.7 billion this time last year during their first quarter earnings report, blaming new and increased tariffs and changes to the economy. The company also reducing the number of packages they deliver for Amazon by more than 50% by the summer of 2026. UPS expected to reduce the company's estimate.
All right, so definitely changes to the economy, changes to how packages are moved around in the network. Okay, we talked about that on previous live streams. So almost 500,000 current employees. I mean, 20,000, what's that? Like 4%? Something like that of the workforce. And like we talked about before, the leased and owned properties to be closed, a lot of those are like smaller facilities and more extended areas. They're moving that work to larger facilities with automation or automation and construction. And, we talked about that. And a lot of those buildings, I don't know the percentage, but a lot of those facilities are going to get moved out, remodeled, and then moved back in. All right. But it's changes in the environment when it comes to logistics, like we talked about on previous shows, where large retailers, and we're not talking about Walmart and Amazon, they're kind of by themselves, right? We're talking about Macy's, we're talking about Target, Bloomingdale's, we're talking about Best Buy, and those large retailers are using gig workers to make deliveries locally. And so if you buy something in the Dallas area and let's say Target.com and Target's able to say, hey, we have a store in Arlington, let's just say, for instance, Arlington, that has the item that you want, you can get it the same day or the next day, and we'll call DoorDash and they'll come pick up the item and they'll deliver it to you the next day versus making a pickup with UPS or FedEx or USPS, and they're giving that to those courier companies and going through the system and get delivered. So that's where a lot of the volume has gone, and it's been going that way for over a year already. And so we kind of seen the after effects as far as the volume dropping 10 to 12% year over year. All right, let's keep going.
estimated 490,000 employees by 20,000 positions in 2025 and close 73 leased and owned buildings by the end of June.
Pretty much I do all my online shopping.
We met Gabriela Batz outside this UPS store in Riverside as she was returning some of her online purchases.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. So the delay on, getting my refunds and getting my exchanges is going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a headache.
Well, the people just backing up, not even seeing she right there. She about to get ran over. But it seems like this customer right here, and I'm not trying to pick on her, but it seems like a customer that returns a lot, which I have one like that on my route. And it's like every time they buy something, they return, or they buy 3 items, they return 2, stuff like that. So it seems like she's going to be affected by the return game. And so the 20,000 layoffs, I mean, I can't speak to her directly, but the 20,000 job cuts, you're still going to be able to return your stuff. It's not really that. And I get it. The news team, they have to get the interviews and do what they have to do. But the 20,000 job cuts is not going to affect your returns. You're still going to be able to return 9 items out of 10. It's cool, But yeah, she needs to be careful. Like that car almost ran her over. All right, let's keep going, y'all.
The company says it is not releasing details about how this will impact operations in Southern California until all its impacted individuals have been contacted. But some UPS workers told NBC4 off camera they have seen canceled routes.
Why is he backing up so much? All right, y'all. I'm sorry I keep stopping. Let's keep going. I don't understand why he's backing up so much.
Due to low deliveries. The company's CEO saying the macro environment may be uncertain, but with our actions, we will emerge as an even stronger, more nimble UPS.
And back out here live, the company says as the reduction of staff goes into effect, they are also undertaking the largest network reconfiguration in history to be more efficient. But they did not elaborate on those details. Meantime, we did reach out to the Teamsters, the union who represents the UPS workers, for comments about this announcement, but we have not heard back. In Riverside, Christian.
Okay, so it's going to be a hard time for the media to get team members on camera making statements. It has happened. I've seen it, but it's going to be hard. If they make phone calls, they probably not going to get answers back right away. They might have to make multiple phone calls, and they may eventually get people on the phone or get people to do an in-person interview. But it's going to be tough because right now the information is still fresh. I'm sure they're working, and people not really excited to talk about it, especially on camera without enough information or however information they deem they need. They think they need more. So it's just like, I understand you're probably not going to get a call back. I'm not saying they're avoiding, but it's probably not going to happen, at least not right now, until more information comes out. So I got a question. Someone sent me a message a couple days ago. They responded to a video or commented on the video, and they said, what is the use of me paying union dues if I'm going to lose my job anyways? Or if I'm going to be unemployed, or if I'm going to be laid off? And I gave them a short response, but my real response was a lot longer, but I had to go. I was in the middle of something, so I had to give them a short response. But I mean, paying union dues is not going to protect you from everything. I mean, you get representation, of course, you get all the support from the union, you get your raises and all of that stuff, negotiations, but there's businesses and companies that fail all the time that are unionized. And so most recently you have Yellow Freight, like they were union. And so it doesn't protect you from getting laid off or fired or whatever, happens if the company goes down. It doesn't, so it's the same concept here. You're paying union dues, but it doesn't really protect you in that aspect, because if the work isn't there, then the work isn't there. So if they negotiate or non-negotiate and then say like, hey, these people have to get laid off, I mean, it kind of comes with the territory. It won't protect you. But I told the person, look, I understand where you're coming from. However, this is the way it is. And, you know, it's protection, but it's not 100%. And so, but, you know, being a part of the union is great, and it has its pros and has some cons as well. But for the most part, it's a good thing. And, you know, some people need it. Just be honest. Yep. So I gave him the short response, but that was my long response. Just in case you're listening, I forgot your name, but that's the long response. It can't protect you from everything because businesses fail every day and layoffs happen all the time. So hopefully you're not one of them, but you know, if it does happen, you know, just tune into the show and you know, we'll talk about it and we'll try to help you out. All right. And I say this all the time, guys. I don't like to see anybody lose their job or lose their livelihood or get their lives shaken up or compromised. I don't like to see that. But we also live in a reality, and you know, things happen in realities, right? All right, so we got another video. Let's see what this other video is talking about. Yeah, that lady was about to get ran over.
UPS is cutting tens of thousands of jobs and closing dozens of its buildings to reduce costs and increase profits.
WLKY's Jamie Mays is looking at the potential impact on workers here in Louisville.
UPS has not said whether or not workers here in Louisville will be impacted by job cuts, but they say they're making changes which will affect their operations.
UPS is cutting 20,000 jobs and reducing the amount of volume they deliver for Amazon by more than...
Yo, this video, they use this lady with the cowboy hat. They use her a lot in a lot of the videos. Okay, let's keep going.
50% by June of next year. The company is calling this the largest network reconfiguration in its history. Thomas Lambert, an economics professor at the University of Louisville, says uncertainty surrounding how many people could be impacted locally is likely leaving businesses with a lot of questions.
I'm sure that Amazon suppliers and the businesses with which they do business are probably bracing for something to happen.
UPS also...
I don't know what he means by that. It doesn't really, you know what, let me rewind it. I'm not sure what he said right there. It didn't really make a lot of sense. Let me see. Let's try to go back.
Businesses with a lot of questions.
I'm sure that Amazon suppliers and the businesses with which they do business are probably bracing for something to happen.
UPS also plans to close 73 facilities by the end of June 2025. Right. The consolidation plan is expected to save the company $3.5 billion. Lambert says these changes could have a ripple effect on other businesses connected to the UPS.
For every job loss, you know, going back to UPS, 20,000 jobs lost or what have you nationally, that's probably would be at least another 10,000 jobs lost in the
UPS employs about 20.
Wait, what? Y'all help me out. Okay. Okay, so Dooley said he's trying to say Amazon happy about it. Happy about what? The job cuts or UPS pulling back the 50% or what? Like what you think they're happy about? I don't know. They must, I mean, you know, like I'm not criticizing the broadcast, but it seemed like they just got this random guy walking down the street. I'm not sure if I'm trying to catch what he's talking about. Okay, let me try this one more time. I'm not sure. Y'all understand what he's saying?
Other businesses connected to the UPS.
For every job loss, you know, going back to UPS, 20,000 jobs lost or what have you nationally, that's probably would be at least another 10,000 jobs lost in the
UPS employs about 26,000.
All right, so I guess he added another 10,000 jobs. So it's 30,000 jobs now. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's saying right there, but let's keep going. Yeah, this lady right here, they show her video a lot. Like, what state they let y'all wear the cowboy hat at work? Let's keep going.
1,000 people in the Louisville area. We checked with Teamsters Local 89 and were told at this time none of the UPS locations here will be affected by the closures. And a statement from the International Brotherhood of Teamsters says UPS is obligated to create 30,000 Teamster jobs under our current national agreement. If the company makes any attempt to violate our contract, UPS will be in for a fight.
All right, so they did release a statement, and let me go back to the statement right here that Teamsters released. So I was having this conversation yesterday with a fellow driver, and I understand about the 30,000 Teamster jobs that were supposed to be created within this contract between 23 and 28. And so I understand the 30,000 agreement. Now, is that 30,000 net, or is that 30,000 in total? Because if you cut, let's say out of the 20,000 jobs, because let's say 10,000 are union members, if you cut those 10 and then you add another 30 by 2028, is that your 30, or really is that 20 minus the 10? Right? So is it 30,000 net, or 30,000 you just need to create 30,000 jobs? So I'm not sure how they're going to get to that number, that 30,000 number, even not even doing the 20,000 job, because, and I'm not saying all of those are union members. I know they aren't, but let's say if the 20,000 wasn't even announced, just creating 30,000 more union jobs between, let's say, 2023 and 2028, that's still a lot. I'm not sure where that work comes from. I'm not sure. And so making these cuts right now, I'm not sure. I still don't know where the 30,000 is going to come from. Or is it going to have to be 30,000 on top of the 10,000 you might cut? Or I'm not sure. But also question, and I might have to get with one of my union guys at work to see what's the penalty if that 30,000 number isn't met by 2028. What is the penalty, and how is that enforced? I'm sure they should know. I mean, they should know. I mean, they have meetings and stuff like that. So, like, I would assume that, I don't know. I just don't see the 30,000 getting added, because we're already in almost mid 2025. So we only have 3 years, a little bit over 3 years before, the contract is up. And so they're going to start negotiating here probably beginning of 28, which is only a little bit over 2 years away. And so, I don't know. 30,000 is a big number. I'm not sure where it's going to come from. But hey, we're here for the ride. We're going to ride it, and we're going to see. Then once we see, then we'll come back to the table and we'll talk about it. All right, let's see what else I got to say.
For a fight. Lambert says what's happening now is one indicator of shifts in the economy.
Everything I'm seeing and reading, we're headed towards a recession. We're probably headed towards a downturn, and many of the large corporations, they use it as an opportunity for restructuring.
Jamie May.
All right, so one thing, this guy is super negative, right? we see that, but he does have a point towards the end. Whenever there is a recession or a downturn in the economy, businesses and large corporations, they use it to trim the fat or cut wherever they have to or wherever they think they need to, and they use that as an opportunity, because if everything slows down and you're not wanting to cut and you stay bloated a little bit, you might take some hits. And so I think he's right about that. It's a good opportunity, but I don't know what else he was saying before that, but he made a good point at the end. So he missed a lot of shots, but then again, like, he made the one that matters at the end, I guess. Let's see what else they say.
WLKY News.
Okay, so that's it. So, all right, so I saw the light. He said that 600 jobs per state. Yeah, on average, yeah. 30,000 is a lot, a lot to add. Especially with the automation game going in, just adding 30,000, it seems like a steep hill to climb. Just seems like a lot. Now, before volume started going down due to, the changes in the logistics area, 30,000 might sound doable, but like right now, man, I just don't know. And let's not even say that we go into a recession. Let's clear this off. And let's not say we even go into a recession and that 30,000 might be a little harder if there was a real recession happen between now and, let's say, 2027. So, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, because when it comes to the customer, and like I said this before, the customers UPS has right now, it's time to kiss some ass. And I say that loosely, but I'm dead serious, because you must stop the bleeding. You must keep what you have right now, and you have to expand on it. So everybody that's using UPS right now, whether it's large or small business, they need to be up there bringing donuts. I'm kind of joking about the donuts, but I'm just saying, like, there needs to be very intentional acts in order to keep what we have on the table right now. Now, AT&T, and I've seen this with my own eyes. I have an AT&T store on my route, right? And so they stopped using UPS probably like sometime last year. I believe they went to FedEx, and then they came back probably, sometime last year or whatever. So they were gone for about 9-10 months. Then they came back. But I was talking with the manager, and, they do have issues. They have had issues with all carriers as far as, lost or stolen phones and stuff like that, equipment, stuff like that. And so, when they went to FedEx, started to be better, but it was kind of, much of the same. And then now they back at UPS, and, it's not all the time, but, here and there is like hit or miss. And so it seems like it's a problem everywhere. And so who's going to fix the problems? Because it seems as if whoever's going to solve the problem, they're going to end up with the bag at the end. So who wants it? But that's what I'm saying. So like big accounts like that who ship a lot of stuff, major volume, like you still got to hold on to those large accounts, because you cannot afford to lose anymore. And I say this over and over and over again. And I talk to drivers on a daily, and it's not everybody. It's not even most people, but it's a few people that, like, they don't care. They don't really take pride in their jobs. They kind of just like going through the motions, which I get it. People tired most of the time. I get it. But at the same time, it's just like we all got to do our part. And as far as trying to make sure the customer's happy, I'm not saying give them a hug or anything, but, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Oh, yeah, y'all got it feeling good in here. Oh, yeah. Hey, is that a new hairstyle? Oh, yeah, it look nice. Okay. All right. Hey, I'll see y'all later on. Y'all have a nice day. Little small talk like that, that stuff goes a long way. And I know it's on a micro level. I get it, but it matters in the long run. It does matter, because when people like when they know you pulling up with good intentions, it might make their day better, right? Post office will help you out. Will help you who out? UPS is hard. It's a hard job to cut people. Honestly, a lot of the front office people going to hell. Dang. What's up, Rob? Rob Dunn, you good? You good over there? Okay, Rob making some points, and I feel you, Rob. Marcus Smith, shouts out to Marcus Smith, said, "What's up, Bomb Squad? God bless, and the Teamsters for getting my job back." Oh man, you back? You back, Marcus? Hey, shouts out to you. It was just like what, 3 weeks maybe? My memory's off sometimes, but welcome back. Welcome back. All right, so Rob Dunn said, if you haven't been a loader, you're not qualified to run management for UPS. That's my partake about the company. Yeah, Rob, I agree with you. I agree with you. And you know, I have a strong take as well. And yeah, I'm gonna say it. Because we don't really hold back here because we don't have to. But there's a lot of individuals in positions, and you know, it's cool. You know, everybody got a job. I get it. You know, some people good, some people not, you know, but yeah, I think the qualifications, like for members of management, I just think it needs to be more rigorous. And I know they go through whatever they go through, but a loader can't tell me how to drive. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, well, most times a driver could tell a loader how to load. So, you know, it's different. And so if they take a loader and put him into management in order to train drivers, like, you got to be careful, because at the end of the day, it's a loader. You know what I'm saying? It's not a driver. So you could send them to school, you could send them to a class, you know, you could send them, you know, wherever you need to send them, you know, let them take a online course or whatever. But ultimately, they are not a driver. They won't become a driver unless they drove. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen that and I've experienced that recently, and it's just not the same. You know, it's not the same. And then on the other side, you have drivers that were hardcore drivers for years, and then they go into management. And I'm not saying they're the best, but they have a lot more insight on what it is to be a driver because they drove for a long time. Might not be good, but you know, you have the experience. So you have the insight. So you can tell a driver, say, hey, driver, come over here, man. I see this, and this. I think you could do this better. You know, this is what we go. You know, they can actually have the conversation, but if you're not in those shoes, if you haven't done it, it's different. Because I mean, I could give you a book and I could let you read about something. Like, we can all do that, but when it's time to get active, it's time to get active. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I agree with you, Rob. Like, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I agree with it. All right. Yeah, so the cuts gonna be the cuts. Yeah, I don't like to see it either. You know, for as far as people who put time into the company, yeah, it's tough. You know, it's tough. And that's why I always tell people, I'm like, you know, don't look back. You should always look ahead, and you got to keep your head up at the same time. Like, don't look down. When you're looking ahead, you look forward and you look up. because you always have to see what's next. And if this job ain't for you, or if it is for you and you happen to get cut or whatever, for whatever reason, like, you got to be able to pivot and see what's ahead. And that's why I say don't look down. You got to keep looking up and forward. All right. But yeah, it sucks when people put time into a company, because ultimately, and I say this all the time, and we talked about this last week. We brought up the CEO. That person is a placeholder. We are all placeholders. And so, yes, we put our time, we put our efforts, we make good money, we have good benefits. It's all fun. It's all great, right? But ultimately, we are placeholders. And so I'm great at my job. I know I am. Don't argue with me. I know I'm great at my job, but I do know that if something, God forbid, something happened to me today or tomorrow, it'll be somebody else doing my job, and they probably end up doing it better than me. I get that. And so I'm here for the moment. I relish it. I take care of business because I'm here, and that's how we move. But yeah, man, look up and look forward, and just understand that we are placeholders, and the time that we're here, we got to maximize it. And that's with life in general. But, we got to maximize it. We can't look down. Yeah, people who put their time into the company, hey, salutes to them. And it happens. We just got to know what that next move is. If it is one of us, we got to know what that next move is. Yeah, man, Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith, I got a question, bro. Marcus Smith, you were hitting 12 and a half hours before your vacation, and you just come back and you knocking off 12s again? Shouts out to Marcus Smith, man. You the real hero, bro. You the real hero. Oh, man. Hey, shouts out to Miguel. What's up, Miguel? Oh, man. Hey, shouts out to you. What state you in, Miguel? Are you in Texas? Hey, you know what? Most of the people, and I'm going to just say this is the last thing I'm going to talk about, because I don't talk bad about people, but like, I just call stuff out when I see it. And yeah, everybody has a job, and when I see people underperform or whatever, like, I don't say anything. I just make mental notes and I keep it moving. I don't do much. I don't have to do much. It's just cool, Like, I understand, like we can't all be great, but we can work towards goals, and we can get better. We should get better. And I see when people are trying to get better, and I see when people just like, hey, you know what? I'm good enough, and that's going to be it. But we just need, and I want the bomb squad. I just want the bomb squad to be great. And so I challenge all y'all to just be better than the next person every day. I'll be better than you were the previous day. And that way we all moving in the same direction, up and forward. Because, man, y'all know what I see, because y'all see the same thing. All right, shouts out to Miguel. Miguel's in Cali, Ontario hub. Shouts out to you, bro. Yep. Do y'all want to cover? We talking about job, because y'all want to cover job openings tomorrow. Oh, man. Y'all want to check that out, see what it's like, because on Wednesdays they've been popping up like popcorn, like Jiffy Pop. We could check that out tomorrow if y'all want to. Y'all let me know. Miguel say future RPCD here. Yeah, man. Just just do the right thing, man. You know, you'll get there eventually. Stay employed, stay focused, and you'll get there eventually. Yeah, Batman, stay away from the lollygaggers. Yeah, man, it's a lot of distractions in life in general, but work specifically, there's a lot of distractions. And like I said at the beginning of the show, it's a lot of potholes, it's a lot of blind corners, it's a lot of just BS in general. Um, I was gonna tell y'all a story, but I think I'm gonna save it. We'll save it for the weekend because it's a little fresh. So yeah, I don't wanna tip off anybody. It's a little fresh. So we'll hold it. But in the meantime, if y'all want to go over the job openings tomorrow, we can. Um, I had some other stuff too. Y'all remember? Wait, let me see. Miguel say on my way to work. Ricky Rose, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a minute, Ricky. Ricky said he'll be a placeholder all day, even if an NFL team needs to be a placeholder for a kicker. I do. I love my job. Best job in America. Shouts out to you, Ricky. Yeah, man. Hey, we're all placeholders, but it's like what we do while we in the place is what matters. Always. Yeah, I just don't know that 30,000, man. It's tough. You know what? Hey, tomorrow, this is my homework for tonight, guys. And I'm working for y'all. Like I told you, I'm working for y'all. My homework tonight is I'm gonna get with one of my union buddies tomorrow and see what's the plan for the 30,000. It might be a little premature, but we'll see what they know and we'll see what the penalty is because I'm not the expert when it comes to Teamsters. I'm not. But I know who can be or who should be. So that's why I'm going to go to the source. I'm going to ask these guys and see what they're talking about because they should know. And if they don't know, I have to call somebody who knows. But I have faith in them. They know. I'm sure they know. So that's my homework for you guys. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And if y'all want to talk about the 30K or the job openings tomorrow, we're gonna be back here and see what's going on tomorrow. If y'all want to do that, we can do that tomorrow. Hey, thank y'all for the likes. We appreciate it. John Ravens, what's up, man? Are you a Ravens fan? Oh yeah, you're a Ravens fan. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so John's a lot of seasonal positions. You know, they've been up for a couple weeks, and I didn't know why. And we went over the locations. We went over what part of the country they were, and I was told, and I verified this, I was told by a bomb squad member, they said that in the summertime, we know everybody taking vacations, in those locations, they hired the seasonal drivers in order to fill those vacation vacancies. Yep. So now I'm confident I can talk about it because I know what it's for, right? In our area, at least in Texas, probably in the whole region, we have enough TCDs and unassigned people where we don't hire seasonals in the summertime. You know, we have enough to where we'll use people that's not assigned to run the routes. And so we good on that. But I was educated about a month ago on why those seasonal positions. But yeah, it's been popping on Wednesdays. It'll blow up. I want to say a few Wednesdays it blew up to like 100 openings. Like, whoa, what's going on? But we can do that tomorrow night. And whatever I find out about the 30,000, if you know, you know. Well, if you don't know, the 30,000 was agreed upon between UPS and Teamsters to add 30,000 jobs within this contract. And so Bomb Squad is trying to find out, is that a total of 30,000 or is that net? Like, what is that? So if we lose 10,000 right now, do we have to get another 40,000? So we're gonna try to find out, and we'll report back. So that's part of my homework. So we can cover both of those things tomorrow night. Yeah, Bomb Squad, we up. Hey, shouts out to Dooley. Yeah, volume slowing down. You barely getting 3 hours. Yeah, man. It's it could get tough at times. But get what you can get and stay in the game. That's the main thing. Stay in the game. Don't do anything silly. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. But you have to stay in the game. Show up to work. Be consistent. Do your job. Do it well. Stay out of trouble. And stay in the game. Thank y'all for the likes. We appreciate it. All right, guys. It's been great. We appreciate it. In the description, we still have the white hoodies on deck. Brick.media.com, brick.limited.com. You spend $50, you get free shipping on the website. All right. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Yeah, man, just grind away. Just grind away, because what else you gonna do? Go to work, be great. The Bomb Squad rooting for you, but I mean, what else you gonna do in life? Get better every day and you rock out. Spikes, hey, shout out to Spikes. With the platinum membership. Spikes got the Bomb Squad platinum membership. We appreciate the support, Spikes. Yeah, man. Y'all have a great night. All right, you know what? I got homework for you guys. I got homework for y'all. This is y'all homework. I want y'all to let me know tomorrow night, what is your dream job? I don't want to know tonight, but whether it's a job that you're in or a job that you wanted to do in high school or after high school or in college, what is your dream job? I want to know from the Bomb Squad. And I'll tell you guys my dream job tomorrow. But that's your homework. I have my homework. You have your homework. And so we're going to convene tomorrow and we're going to exchange homework assignments. All right. And I get that information for you guys. Hopefully my guys come through for me. And we'll get that information over to the Bomb Squad. All right. So, hey, have a good night, Bomb Squad. We appreciate all the support. Y'all have a great night. Brick.media. We are out.